Welcome to Life in Facts Documentary, your portal to understanding the world not through assumptions, but through the stark, illuminating power of data and detail. In every corner of our planet, societies are built on unique foundations of history, geography, and human spirit. But some places defy easy categorization. They present a paradox, a delicate balance of forces that seems almost impossible. These are the nations that have not just adapted to their environment, but have fundamentally reshaped it, and in doing so, have forged a character unlike any other. Today, our journey takes us to a small, yet globally significant nation in northwestern Europe, a country where a third of the land lies below sea level. This is a land literally sculpted from water, reclaimed by sheer force of will and unparalleled engineering genius. We are, of course, talking about the Netherlands. Here, the past is not a relic. It's a living foundation. The echoes of the Dutch Golden Age resonate in the gabled houses along ancient canals. Yet, this reverence for history coexists with a relentless drive for the future. Historic windmills, once the nation's powerhouses, now stand alongside vast offshore wind farms, symbolizing a remarkable balance between tradition and hypermodern innovation. Its famously flat landscapes, crisscrossed by a latticework of canals and dikes, might seem simple at first glance. But beneath this serene surface lies a deep, complex character, forged in a history rich with astonishing details, from global trade dominance to profound social revolutions. In this documentary, we will peel back the layers of this fascinating kingdom. We're not here to simply admire the tulips and cheese. We are here to count down 23 factual insights that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the Dutch. Some of these facts are shocking, some are profound, and many reveal the intricate mechanics of a society that is often misunderstood. So join us at Life in Facts Documentary for a deep dive into the realities that shape daily life in this low-lying kingdom. We will explore the unwritten social rules, the political ideologies, and the cultural quirks that make the Netherlands tick. This is a journey beyond the tourist trail, into the heart of what it truly means to be Dutch. We'll begin with the most fundamental fact of Dutch existence: the eternal battle against water. We will examine the intricate, world-renowned engineering that holds back the North Sea. From there, we will turn inward, to the social fabric woven with a unique blend of tolerance and blunt pragmatism, a philosophy that has led to some of the world's most progressive social policies. Ultimately, the story of the Netherlands is one of constant adaptation and extraordinary achievement against the odds. It's a testament to human resilience, collective action, and meticulous planning. As we navigate these complex topics, subtitles will appear in yellow to ensure every detail is crystal clear. So prepare to have your perceptions challenged. The idyllic image of a quaint, peaceful country is only part of the story. We'll peel back these layers to reveal the factual information often missed by casual observers, exposing the pressures and triumphs of modern Dutch life. And we won't shy away from the practicalities. We will dedicate a significant portion of our investigation to the real costs of living. What does it actually cost to rent an apartment in Amsterdam or Rotterdam? How do salaries compare to the price of groceries, healthcare, and transportation? We'll dig into the numbers, providing a clear-eyed view of the economic realities of life in one of the world's most densely populated and prosperous nations. Because this narrative isn't just about picturesque canals and historic windmills, it's about the economic realities, the intense housing challenges, and the societal trade-offs required to maintain such a high standard of living on such a small, crowded piece of land. Get ready for a countdown of 23 shocking facts that will redefine your understanding of the Netherlands. In the intricate ecosystem of the Dutch urban environment, one species reigns supreme. It moves in silent, flowing herds through city streets and across tranquil country paths. It is not a creature of flesh and blood, but a marvel of engineering forged from steel, rubber, and the simple, elegant power of the human body. This is the kingdom of the bicycle. Here, the relationship between human and machine has reached a unique evolutionary peak. The typical Dutch bike, or omafiets, grandmother's bike, is a testament to pragmatic design. Its upright posture provides a commanding view of the road, coaster brakes offer simple stopping power, and full chain guards protect clothing from grease and rain. It's not built for speed, but for comfort, utility, and a lifetime of service. The sheer numbers are staggering. With an estimated 23 million bicycles, the Netherlands is the only country in the world where these two-wheeled machines, outnumber the human population of just over 17.5 million. This isn't just a statistic, it's a lived reality, translating to an average of 1.3 bikes per person. Many Dutch citizens own multiple, a sturdy workhorse for the daily commute, and perhaps an older, less conspicuous one for trips to the train station, mitigating the high risk of theft. It is a fundamental rhythm of life, a daily ritual enacted by millions, from the youngest child to the oldest citizen. But this cycling utopia wasn't inevitable, it was fought for. As post-war prosperity brought a surge in car ownership, motorized traffic began to choke the narrow ancient streets of Dutch cities, and road fatalities soared. In response, a powerful grassroots movement emerged, known as Stop de Kindermoord. Stop the child murder. This, combined with the 1973 oil crisis, created a pivotal moment of national reflection. The government responded not with half measures, but with a revolutionary wholesale redesign of the urban landscape. They invested billions in creating a seamless, separate infrastructure. Today, over 35,000 kilometers of dedicated cycle paths crisscross the nation. In cities, cyclists encounter Fietsstraten, where cars are guests, and advanced traffic signals that give them a head start. To solve the problem of parking, colossal garages were built, like the one in Utrecht, which holds over 12,000 bikes. The cyclist wasn't just accommodated, they were made king. This flat terrain, so perfect for cycling, is no accident of geology. It is the result of a relentless, thousand-year war against water. To truly comprehend the Netherlands is to understand this fundamental struggle. An incredible 1/3 of the country, home to over half its population, lies below the level of the sea. This isn't just remote farmland, it includes major economic hubs. Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport sits on a drained lakebed, 4.5 meters below sea level. Much of Rotterdam, Europe's largest port, is similarly submerged. The country's lowest point lies at a precarious 6.7 meters, or 22 feet, below the waves. This extraordinary geography is man-made, through a process of creating polders, land reclaimed from the sea, and encircled by dikes. But this is not a battle won once, it is a war waged daily. A complex network of regional waterboards work around the clock, managing a delicate balance and ensuring the pumps never stop. To live here is to know that only a mound of earth and human ingenuity stand between your home and the sea. That awareness was seared into the national consciousness on the night of January 31, 1953. A catastrophic storm surge overwhelmed the dikes. The disaster, the water snoodramp, claimed 1,836 lives and inundated vast swathes of the country. In the aftermath, a vow was forged in grief and resolve: nooit meer, never again. The result was the Delta Works. Declared one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, the Delta Works is not a single wall, but a breathtakingly complex defense system. The core strategy was to shorten the coastline by damming the major estuaries, creating an interconnected shield against the North Sea. Among its crown jewels is the Maze Landkering. It is not a dam, but a pair of colossal curved gates, each as long as the Eiffel Tower is tall. When a storm surge is predicted, a supercomputer initiates a fully automated process, swinging the gates into the channel to form an impenetrable barrier. Further south, the Oosterscheldekering demonstrates a remarkable evolution. After protests from environmentalists, the plan for a solid dam was replaced with an ingenious barrier fitted with 62 massive steel gates. They remain open to preserve the tidal ecosystem, but can be lowered in an hour during a storm, representing a profound balance between safety and nature. The Delta Works is a globally recognized blueprint for coastal nations grappling with rising sea levels, a living laboratory for a fight the Dutch have been waging for a millennium. Long before the concrete and steel of the Delta Works, the Dutch landscape was dominated by an earlier generation of engineering giants. The iconic windmills were the engines that literally built the country. Their primary function was water management. Through a system of wooden gears, the rotational energy of the sails was transferred to a scoop wheel or an Archimedes screw, which would lift water from the low-lying polder into a higher drainage canal. It was a slow, laborious process, but it was relentless. Nowhere is this system more beautifully preserved than at the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Kinderdijk. Here, a network of 19 windmills worked in a sophisticated, coordinated effort, lifting water in multiple stages to drain the land far below the adjacent river level, a feat of 18th-century hydraulic engineering. But the windmills did more than just drain land. They powered the Dutch Golden Age. The Zegmolen, or sawmill, revolutionized shipbuilding, enabling the construction of vast merchant fleets. Other mills ground grain into flour, pressed seeds for oil, and even pulverized pigments for the vibrant colors used by Dutch masters like Rembrandt and Vermeer. At their peak, over 10,000 windmills dotted the countryside. Today, just over 1,000 are preserved, many still fully operational, lovingly maintained by a dedicated corps of volunteer millers. Their turning sails are more than just a picturesque scene. They are a living, breathing reminder of a nation's character. Pragmatic, resilient, and literally built from the water up. From bikes to barriers and mills, the Dutch ethos emerges. Engineer the everyday, and the extraordinary follows. In recent history, the Dutch have stretched head and shoulders above the rest. Men average 184 centimeters, women about 170 centimeters, the tallest on the planet. Dairy-rich diet, high living standards, healthcare, and low inequality unlock genetic potential. Studies suggest taller men and average-height women have more children. Evolution in action. A horticultural powerhouse transforms lowlands into oceans of color. The Netherlands exports an estimated 60% of the world's cut flowers. Vast, climate-controlled greenhouses, sensors, and just-in-time logistics deliver the perfect bloom. Amsterdam is woven by 165 canals, over 100 kilometers of waterways, and more than 1,200 bridges. Conceived in the 17th century to manage water trade and urban growth in concentric rings. Herengracht, Keizersgracht, and Prinsengracht form a UNESCO-listed canal belt. The Dutch founded New Amsterdam at Manhattan's tip. Wall Street, the Bowery, Harlem, Brooklyn and the Bronx echo that era. In 1664, the English took control without a shot. It became New York. Dutch tolerance, commerce, and names endured. Threads in the DNA of a world capital. Landscape, trade, design. The Dutch imprint spans continents and centuries. The tulip, iconic in the Netherlands, originated in Central Asia and was cultivated in the Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey. Its name likely derives from the Persian word for turban, dullband. Brought to Europe in the 16th century, it fueled tulip mania, bulbs trading for fortunes. This compact nation hosts over 1,000 museums across cities and countryside, from the Anne Frank House to the world's largest Van Gogh collection, and the Mauritshuis, home to Girl with a Pearl Earring. Maritime, waterworks, science, design, even cheese and clogs, form a cultural ecosystem. On April 1, 2001, the Netherlands became the first nation to legalize same-sex marriage. Equal rights in marriage, inheritance, pensions, and adoption. Simple wording with profound impact. A precedent and blueprint that echoed worldwide. Dutch coffee culture, koffietijd, dates to the 17th century, shaped by global trade. VOC routes established plantations in Java and Suriname, scaling Europe's coffee craze. A strong black coffee with a biscuit remains a simple, shared pause in a hurried world. From cups to canals, law to legacy, the Netherlands measures progress in pragmatic rituals and bold reforms. King Willem-Alexander has quietly served as a licensed co-pilot for KLM for over 2 decades. From Fokker 70 to Boeing 737, with the same rigorous training as any commercial aviator. Cycling paths in the Netherlands stretch over 35,000 kilometers, purpose-built, protected, and pervasive. A living lab of circular construction, green roofs, solar facades, geothermal systems, and floating neighborhoods. Buildings designed for deconstruction with materials passports mimic nature's no-waste cycles. More than 20 national parks, heath, dunes, wetlands, and woodlands, stitched into a dense nation. From the Hoge Veluwe's mosaic to Texel's dunes and Biesbosch's tidal wetlands, biodiversity rebounds near cities. Sustainability here is systemic, mobility, buildings, and parks forming a resilient urban nature fabric. The Dutch produce world-class cheeses, Gouda and Edam, born of rich pastures and disciplined craft. Young Gouda is mild and creamy, aged wheels harden, develop nutty depth and form savory crystals. Cheese markets like Alkmaar celebrate a golden export tradition. Amsterdam's leaning canal houses rest on wooden piles sunk into peat, stable only when fully submerged. Forward-leaning facades and hoisting beams eased moving goods into narrow homes. The average monthly rent in Amsterdam can exceed $1,800. 1000s church towns, competition is fierce and supply tight. High rents reshape neighborhoods and routines, co-living, longer commutes and gentrification pressures. Eating out typically costs around $15 to $25 per meal on average, usually excluding beverages and tips. Many balance social dining with home cooking to manage monthly budgets. By many rankings, the Dutch report high happiness, speak excellent English, and plan by punctual transport. From tilted houses to tight budgets, cheese wheels to water wheels, the Netherlands blends pragmatism with poetry. Our journey through the lowlands of the Netherlands, a nation literally built in defiance of the sea, now comes to a close. We've counted down the facts, from the surprising origins of the common carrot to the staggering statistics of their cycling culture, each one a thread in a complex and fascinating tapestry. We have witnessed a remarkable people, the Dutch, who have not merely adapted to their precarious environment, but have fundamentally reshaped it through sheer will and breathtaking ingenuity. Theirs is a history written in water, a constant, intricate dance with the North Sea that has forged a national character defined by pragmatism and foresight. But their innovation extends far beyond holding back the tide. It permeates their unique social landscape, from their famously direct communication style to a progressive legal framework that often challenges global norms. We've seen how their cities are designed for people, not just cars, and how their homes, tilting precariously over centuries-old canals, are monuments to a history of trade, resourcefulness, and a constant negotiation with unstable ground. The story of the Netherlands is one of profound resilience and relentless innovation, a testament to what humanity can achieve when faced with existential challenges. Thank you for joining us here at Life in Facts Documentary, as we've peeled back the layers of this extraordinary country to reveal the truths just beneath the surface of the everyday. We hope this exploration has not only informed you, but also inspired you. Our mission is to journey beyond the headlines and the stereotypes, to uncover the factual foundations that shape our world's diverse cultures. If you believe in the power of knowledge and the importance of understanding our global neighbors, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you become part of a growing community dedicated to curiosity and factual storytelling. You enable us to continue this expedition into new territories, bringing you more meticulously researched content that separates fact from fiction. Your support helps us share these vital stories of human ingenuity, natural wonder, and cultural richness with a global audience. Let us know in the comments which Dutch fact surprised you the most. Your engagement fuels our journey and helps build a more informed world, one documentary at a time. As the sun sets over the Dutch coast, casting long shadows across reclaimed land, we are reminded that every landscape, every city, and every culture holds a universe of facts waiting to be discovered. The story of the Netherlands, with its constant battle for survival and its forward-thinking solutions, is but one powerful chapter in the grand, ongoing documentary of life on Earth. Delve into our archives for more mind-blowing facts that illuminate our world. From the highest, most remote mountain peaks to the densest, most complex urban jungles, each film we create at Life in Facts Documentary offers a new lens through which to view our shared human experience. The quest for knowledge is a journey without an end, a continuous cycle of discovery. The Dutch mastered their world because they learned to observe the subtle shifts in the water, to question the limits of their own engineering, and to marvel at the solutions they could create together. We encourage you to carry that same spirit forward. Until our next journey, continue to observe the details others miss, to question the assumptions you hold, and to marvel at the incredible, intricate, and often shocking world that surrounds us all. This has been Life in Facts Documentary.